Okay, so I don't. I think I don't know what to say to that other than this.
What was that? The weather. Very peculiar, don't you think?
I mean, that's all I got. I, I I'm horrified. I am a scaredy cat. If you have been around here long enough, that you know for sure it does not take a lot to scare the living daylights out of me, and this terrifies me. Terrifies me to no end. Okay, destroyed. Okay, we have to start here. I can't. I can't start it anywhere else. I have to start here. So, for weeks, we have been getting cryptic messages and we have been getting told that they were coming. And this past Saturday at Clash at the Castle, there was a message that popped up that made it very clear that they were coming. And this countdown had been coming for almost a week. Matter of fact, it was last Monday that the countdown started. They said 7 days and you refuse salvation, and the reckoning is inevitable. And this is what we kept seeing. And then, of course, earlier today, this was the last picture I shot of it, and it was at 7 hours. Sir, Uncle Howdy has reemerged, and it seems that he is even more dangerous than he was when Bray Wyatt was sort of in control. Now that Uncle Howdy is on his own, he has collected a sinister sect of minions. Now, again, if you've been following this and you have all of the puzzle pieces, then you know that these four of the members have already been revealed. At least, if you at least read the letters that he wrote to each one of them, then you would know at least three of them. I think I can give you at least three. Dexter Loomis is one. In one of the letters that he wrote to Dexter, he basically said that his family abandoned him and that he would never abandon him and that he is welcome in his family with open arms. Now, if you know the way we know, Dexter Loomis was very much a part of the way, but Dexter left and he was supposed to be married to Indy and they were supposed to be a family, but that isn't the case. Indy and Candace have moved on into their own thing. Austin Theory has moved into his, and of course, Johnny Gargano and has moved on to his, and that's left Dexter all on his lonesome. Now, outside of kayfabe, there's a valid reason for that. Dexter has been on TV on a particular TV show about firemen, and I think it was a comedy type of TV show. Yeah, and he's been on that show for quite some time. So that was part of the reason why he was not on television, but it was also to gear him up to be a part of this new faction, which is being dubbed the Wyatt Six online. But we've only seen 5 members revealed of this faction as of right now. The other member, Uncle Howdy included. The female member of this crew is Nikki Cross. Now, there's another letter that was pinned to her through Uncle Howdy, and essentially what he said to her was that he saw her and he sees her every day walking around aimlessly looking for something, wanting to be a part of something, and he said that he was providing her with what she needed. And that's how he recruited Nikki Cross. Now, Eric Rowan is the other member of this group, but the fifth member, I am not adept to that. That is not my calling. So I'm going to have to look in these comments and see if anybody knows who the fifth member of this crew is as of right now. But we first have Uncle Howdy, Dexter Loomis, Nikki Cross, and Eric Rowan as of right now. I don't know. Oh, Joe Gacy.
Yeah,
It's Joe
Gacy.
Gacy. I remember. Okay, so Joe Gacy is the other member of the group that was pulled in. Now, outside of kayfabe, Joe Gacy was pulled from NXT to be brought up to the main roster for this specific reason. Now, Gacy is a part of this crew, and the way that he described in himself in Gacy's letter was pretty simple. What he did was he honed in on Gacy also being a former cult leader and longing to create a family, and that family abandoning him, despite the fact that he gave them everything that they could ever want. It was love, it was attention, it was the feeling of being a part of something. And even at the last drop, or when things got hard, those people abandoning you and left you for pretty much left you for dead. This is how he also recruited Joe Gacy. Okay, so now we have all of the members that he recruited, including himself. Okay, this right now is the five, but I assume that there will be a sixth member coming in, and a lot of people suspect that that sixth member could be Alexa Bliss. Now, I'm not sure if that's the case. Bliss did have a baby a while ago. I don't know if she's planning on coming back. That's on her. Okay.
Nikki Cross.
Yeah, I mean it wouldn't be bad. But I will say this. Outside of kayfabe, seeing that door on that stage and hearing that music, it did make me cry a little, because I do miss Bray Wyatt, and I love Bray Wyatt. As much as he terrified me, I thought he was a genius, and I thought that he was so creatively sound that a lot of people just could not understand or fathom his creativity. And I felt that he would have been great if he had of been able to go into a different career path, like horror movies or just movies in general, where his creativity wouldn't have been so boxed in. If that makes sense, his creativity wouldn't have boxed him in. But I will say this: Bray Wyatt's legacy is going to live on through his brother, and of course the people who are representing what he was creating. And on that alone, it means a lot. But also for Bray Wyatt, what he has done now is created a lane in wrestling where we now can see stories that aren't exactly as conventional or cut and dry. A lot of times there is not a lot of creativity to wrestling stories, and we usually are stuck in a wave where it's just, I want what you got, I'm coming to get it. Whereas with Bray Wyatt, he wanted to create some nuance. He wanted to have a level of creativity and something that was new and unique to add to wrestling. And that's what makes that so great. So I'm happy that the Wyatts are here, but I'm very scared for this Raw roster and what they are going to be capable of, considering what they did to that entire gorilla during this segment. Now, after Jey Uso won his Money in the Bank qualifier match, he was celebrating like anybody else would. And then all of a sudden, the lights darken and the music starts, the door presents itself, and then we see the very first member of the Wyatt Six come to the forefront. And that's when we see nothing but pure and unadulterated chaos. Everybody was taken out that was backstage. And if you were in the path of the Wyatt Six, there was blood. There were people laid out. Gorilla was destroyed. There was blood on the walls, blood in the streets. There was blood in the streets, Jared. There was carnage, bodies everywhere. Chad Gable was decimated by the group. He was laid out. There was no protection. And all you could do is watch in awe as the Wyatt Six presented themselves, or the Wyatt Five presented themselves on stage to a sea of fireflies. The road to SummerSlam is going to be paved with very good intentions, but a lot of bodies. Now all we have to do is wonder, what exactly is Uncle Howdy's end game? What do you want? A reckoning you have done. This is definitely a reckoning. But what does this mean for WWE? What does this mean for Raw? And how is that going to play out in terms of storylines, titles, and battles? Is Uncle Howdy just going to be an entity that causes issues? Or does he want to be at the top of the mountain and rule over WWE with all his dark and evil glory? I think those are questions that are going to have to be asked as the story begins to unfold. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Night Raw After Show, where here we talk about everything that has happened on Monday Night Raw and some new things that we found and developed. Now, because I had to get this shit rolling before I could even do my usual 1-2 ditty, I'm going to double back and I'm going to say thank you to those who came in early and on time. I appreciate you. These are my top 5 commenters of the night. All right. And then I have an honorable mention. Thank y'all for coming in on time, and I appreciate that. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Let's get into it. Since I don't have to go over the Wyatt Six, and I've already talked about that, let's start off from the beginning. Monday Night Raw gave us quite the surprise from the beginning. Quite the surprise from the beginning. I'm going to just put these comments on as I talk. Not a surprise that I actually expected. I didn't expect to see Seth freaking Rollins today. I didn't expect it. I was so surprised. I was so shocked. I was so shocked. Not she was crying in Hungry Rico. The 6th member is Bray. They're counting him as a member. Oh, okay. I assume that the 6 is the Fiend and it won't be filled in. Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
My backyard is full of fireflies. I went outside and yelled, "Thank you, Bray." Oh, that's cute. He ain't have to clock their tea like that, baby. He tore them up. It was very emotional. I love Bray Wyatt. I know Nicole is somewhere probably bawling her eyes out. Everybody that's in the group chat, in the family group chat, one of y'all please go check on Nicole and make sure she's okay. Because I know that Bray Wyatt was one of her favorite people. And she probably is a little emotional. So somebody check on her, please. One of y'all, please. Bray would be hella proud. You are absolutely right. Because I was terrified. I ain't gonna lie. Like I told y'all, it don't take much to scare me. It really don't. It don't. Especially it was blood everywhere. It was blood on the walls. It was blood everywhere. I just thought Alexis that dance Naomi be doing. I cannot. Seth was in his Doug Dimmadome outfit. Listen, y'all can talk about Seth Rollins all y'all want to, but he was fashionably cute today. I love it. She's at work crying. Oh, it's gonna be okay, sis. I knew she was gonna be. It's gonna make her a little bit emotional because Bray Wyatt is one of her favorite people. So I knew it was gonna be a lot for her. That's why I wanted to make sure somebody checked on her. I'm gonna check on her in a minute, but let's get into it because this was a surprising surprise. I did not expect to see Seth freaking Rollins back so quickly, but he is, and he's returned, and he's made it very clear that he is in the business of just sitting at home, waiting for opportunities. Nay, nay. He is here to continue to make history and to keep the legacy of that title that he built alive. And so the way he wanted to do that was to be a part of the Money in the Bank. You see, today, the Money in the Bank qualifiers started, and Seth freaking Rollins was like, there's an opportunity. I think I'm going to jump on it. But Damian Priest came out there and gave us a little bit of a somber speech, but a speech nonetheless. What he said to Seth freaking Rollins on some real shit outside of kayfabe was that he's glad that he's back and he's glad that he's healthy and he looked great. But he made it very clear that this is no longer Monday Night Rollins. You see, I am the World Heavyweight Champion and this is El Campeon. Monday Night Rollins. Monday Night Raw. Well, Seth Rollins was like, well, he said, you and I have a similar trajectory in our careers. We both were a part of very strong factions that helped solidify us and our places in this company. My faction being bigger and better in the Shield, and yours being a part of the Judgment Day. We both cashed in at WrestleMania, waiting a horrendous amount of time to utilize our briefcase. But in the end, we were able to solidify ourselves in the history books and create moments that people will talk about for the rest of their lives. But there is one big glaring difference between you and I. I knew when I needed to learn to let go, cut the leash, and stand on my own 2 feet. The question is, do you know when you're ready to stand on your own 2 feet? And that kind of agitated Damian Priest a little bit. That kind of got underneath his skin. So much so that he made a declaration as the El Campeon. He said, well, I legitimately wanted to cash in on you. I wanted to make my mark on you because of your legacy and what you've done as champion. But now you ain't here questioning whether I'm a good champ or not, or if I'm going to have a championship, if my championship reign is going to be with integrity, blah, blah, blah. So let's just get it out. Let's just do it. Let's just make it me versus you for the World Heavyweight Championship, my World Heavyweight Championship. You ain't got to worry about no ladders. You ain't got to worry about no other 4 competitors. None of that. Nada. In the words of LA Knight, nah, you ain't got to worry about none of that. All you got to do is show up to Money in the Bank and I beat you 1, 2, 3. And then you have no reason to question my title reign or the legitimacy of me being champion. Seth freaking Rollins said, well, since you act so nicely, I accept. 100% I accept. But just so you know, as long as I'm around, it will always be Monday Night Rollins. And then he was gone as quickly as he came. Bye-bye. But as soon as Adam Pearce heard the good news, the chariot's coming. Baby, he ran to go make this official. And it is. The very first match has been made official for Money in the Bank, and it will be El Campeón, Damian Priest, versus Monday Night Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins, to be clear, for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, Seth has been gone for 2 months. Rehabbing, he had a little bit of time with his wife, but that got cut short. And then Becky left, and she's been on quite the hiatus, which, to be fair, Becky's earned a hiatus. And we'll see how all this is going to play out. But Seth made his triumphant return today, and we love that for him. We do. It was unexpected. Nobody knew he was showing up today. And to be honest, to hear his music again, I gotta say, I missed his music. I missed it so much. So I was very happy that he showed up. Very happy indeed. Let me check the group chat. He said, we on day 52, sir. Your stable is taken hostage by a fat weekend cosplayer. Your wise man hasn't slept peacefully in 2 months. Who put this? It's the fat weekend cosplayer that's taking me out. Holy shit. Oh. Oh God. Okay. Donna's messing me up because that was fucking funny. Anyways, let's get into it. Let me see. would have been a statement if Howdy had Triple H and left him in the gorilla laid out. Is a statement nonetheless, babe. The statement was, I can get to you no matter where you are or what you're doing. I will take over. He said that he was coming for a reckoning, and he definitely wrecked whatever was back there. Unfortunately, Triple H was not back there, but I'm sure if he had been, all hell would have broke loose either way. It would have been a bigger statement and a lot scarier if Triple H was one of the people that was laid out. But I think Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six did exactly what they wanted and needed to do, which was to make a statement. And that was a very big, emphatic statement. So they're on the right track now. Seth came out the house in his good clothes. Okay, he had a nice two-piece on. It was very light, so it's not heavy and hot because it's hot as monkey balls outside. And bitch, he had the chain all around the lapel, chain around the cuff of his pants, on his sleeve. I said, bitch, you better serve with a nice hat on. I wonder if it was a Brixton hat. I'm gonna have to ask Troy. I'm gonna have to ask him. Oh my God. He looked absolutely amazing. But let's keep it moving. We're gonna move into the next part. Well, he ain't slept in much, child. No. That's messy. He had his wee little boots on, baby. Love him a good boot. It's always about a good boot, okay? But let's move on. Let's move into the qualifier matches. Okay, well, let's get the one match out the way. So let's get Carlito and Dragon Lee out the way. We're going to move into Gable and them in a second, but let's get Carlito out the way because we got to talk about Horribells and her bullshit, okay? Now, Carlito was going up against Dragon Lee. And all night, Damian Priest and them was in the room. They was talking about it. And let me tell you something what happened before we get to this. So in the back, Damian Priest went up to Finn and was talking to Finn, and he was like, "Hey, yo, I need to ask you something, bro." Like he was like, because they did the whole breakdown of the whole thing with Judgment Day and all of them, right? So Damian was like, last week you took the key card, the hotel key card off the table on some shady bullshit and put it in your motherfucking pocket, bro. Like, what's up? And Finn was like, the fuck? What you trying to say? He was like, yo, I ain't trying to say shit. I saw what you did, bro. He was like, that was on some shady ass shit. Why did you do that? He was like, first of all, I don't know what you're trying to imply, but I ain't do shit. You need to just let it go. He was like, nah, fam. But he was like, you know what? Let's not even go there. Let's just drop it and leave it alone. Because you got your money in the bank qualifier match and you're going to go in there and kill it. Now you know you're going to beat Jey Uso and Rey Mysterio. But he was like, I need to know as a man, as your friend, and of course as a champion, you going to honor me and be respectful, right? Finn was like, I'm just going to tell you straight up right now. I'm going to win Money in the Bank and I'm going to cash in on the champ, period. And then Damian was like, and he was like, you know, I'm just playing. I'm going to cash in on Cody. Yeah. So I was like, no, you lying. You lying. You are lying. You are lying, bro. You're lying. You're definitely going to cash in on him if you ever got the opportunity. That was happening, okay? But, so they brought up the key card situation, right? And then before that, like I said, what's his face? What is his face? What is his face? What's his name? What's his name? Pat. I couldn't think of his name for nothing. Pat did the whole, NFL breakdown of this whole situation. And Pat kept running it back that Finn stole that damn key card off the table. Now, I don't know exactly what he was going to do with the key card. Seeing as how he got a whole ass wife at home, too. Don't be out here like Horribells, Finn. Keep your delicious pancakes to yourself. Anyway. Anyway, child. Listen. So, this whole time, what's his face? Dom been looking for his purple jacket, his purple vest, the cow looking vest. And I believe Rhea bought that for him. I think Rhea had that custom made for him to match the boots that he got, if I recall. So he was looking for it. He couldn't find it, tearing shit up in the back. Like, y'all see my vest? I can't find it. And it was like, no, no, no. I'm like, that's because Horbell's got it. Horbell's got your vest. This happened throughout the night. So you see Liv torturing him with this vest coming out there during a match. There was a match between Liv, it was Vega, Io, and Kiana James. Fuck ass Kiana. In that match, LWO came out there to support Zelina Vega. If I recall, was that the match? Or was it a different one? Yeah, no, she didn't. No, they didn't come out there. What happened in this match was Vega was out there wrestling and Liv decided to interfere and cost her the match. Okay, due to last week, and of course, with her acting like a total bitch on social media the week before. But she then came out there with Dom's jacket on, his vest on, causing distraction. Then Zelina Vega ended up getting taken out the match completely, and Io Sky was able to win and get the pin to qualify for Money in the Bank. Which I kind of felt bad because I really wanted Zelina Vega to be in that match, and it's no shade to Io Sky. I know she's going to be amazing. But Zelina Vega has been really killing it as of lately when they finally do put her in the ring. And I just felt like this would have been a good opportunity. But it seems like Liv is going to be facing off against Vega at Money in the Bank. That's what it looks like it's leading to, which is a bigger opportunity for her. And it also puts her in a position of title contingency very early, which I like. But Vega obviously is not going to win. However, I would not be mad if Rhea Ripley cost that girl the championship at Money in the Bank and came back and was wreaking havoc on Liv Morgan. I would not be mad about that. But I know that's not how they're going to do it because WWE petty as fuck. But anyway, so during this match is when all of LWO was out there with Dragon Lee and Zelina was nowhere to be found. So you had Joaquin, Ray, and Dragon Lee was facing off against Carlito. And then, of course, in Carlito's corner, he had the rest of Judgment Day with JD and Dominic Mysterio. Now, Dominic still looking for his vest, can't find it. Here come Liv's Horbell's ass sauntering down there like she drunk and can't walk in her heels. Come down there, sauntering, sloshing herself down there, talking about, if you want the vest, you can come take it. You know, hi, how are you? And like got him, he is turned around with his pelvis toward her. And she's trying to touch him and shit. And that's when Zelina Vega come out of nowhere and just yang that bitch in the back of the head and start whooping her ass. Okay. Now, this is already a big distraction for everybody, especially for Dragon Lee. JD ends up pulling Dragon Lee's leg. So he falls on the top rope. And that's how Carlito was able to hit the backstabber with him hanging off the second rope. And that's how he was able to pick up the win over Dragon Lee. Ooh, child. It was so damn messy. Now the girls and them ended up fighting. It was a little get back for Zelina Vega. I suspect that this get back is gonna continue throughout the show. Okay, it's gonna continue, child, because it was messy. It was so fucking messy. It was so messy. Anyways, Freaky Finn and Dirty Dom, not Freaky Finn, child. Past illustrations are timeless. Past illustrator, that's what they call it, the illustrator. I can't. Me and Rico are trying to see who else got laid out besides Gable, and it looks like most of the Judgment Day, JD, Carlito, and Dom. How can you see that? Pat be getting people in trouble. That he only be telling the truth. Liv got two people guessing life decisions. Ew. Cousin Kiana, fuck ass Kiana. I said it right the first time. Shit. Fuck that bitch. Horbells. Yes. DC went against KC2 later that night, I believe. Yeah, they did, but I'm be honest, I didn't really care. I'm not even trying to be mean, Don. I just did not care about that match at all. Oh, they merch is up. Okay. I was thinking Zelina and Liv at Money in the Bank. Okay. All right. Sir, let's talk about Chad. And let me finish out with Liv and Dom. You see, Dom was still looking for this vest. Okay, he kept looking for it, and then Liv was all tucked away in the corner. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of high school. You know, when you like a boy. Well, I'm finna tell myself, but so I've been in situations because okay, so let me be completely transparent. I've been in situations with boys when I was in high school that don't generally like the fat girl, but they like her and they don't want nobody to know. So they kind of make out with you behind the bleachers or like in a little alcove of the school where the cameras ain't at and where nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? I've been in those situations. Don't you fucking judge me. Okay. I can feel your judgment. Don't judge me. Anyways, this reminded me of. It reminded me of those days where, like, for most girls who boyfriends was living out loud, let's put it that way, they would sneak off and go make out behind shit. You know what I'm saying? But for me, in my high school days, it was more of a hidden thing. Like, let's keep our relationship between you and me type of shit. That's the kind of shit I was getting from this. It was very triggering. I'll put it that way. It's very triggering for me. So, anyways, Dom is standing there and she's like, listen, she was like, I love it when you get assertive, because he was just like, give me my damn vest. Please just give me my vest. And she was like, I love it when you're assertive, but if you want the vest, all you have to do is take it off for me. And he was just like, bro. She was like, okay, I'll help you out. And she slowly unzips the shirt. Now, this is where Mandy Rose probably would have sold this shit to the 99th degree. Because y'all remember when Mandy Rose and Otis was about looking like they was fucking and shit. But before that, Mandy was fucking around, was messing with Jimmy Uso a lot just so she could fuck with Naomi, right? And Mandy came out there in a towel and made it look like she ain't have on no clothes underneath that towel. And the whole time she had her gear on, or when she was in the room and she had her robe on and she ain't have on nothing but the bra and panties. See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. If you're gonna be a whore, then you got to go full whore. Okay, you cannot go halfway. Coming out there in some black fabletics and then some black boots. Liv, go to hell. Okay. Go to hell, horribles. If you was gonna seduce them, put some shit on that's gonna seduce them, bitch. Get you some black lace. Get all of that. Okay? Hold on.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't deserve.
Okay, get you some black lace, child, some black lace bras, and get you some black lace drawers, or at least make them look like it was lace, bitch. Get all that. Okay, get the right type of shit. Okay, get the white toe tips and all that. Have all that shit at. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do the seducing, go all the way. Stop half stepping, you lazy bitch. Stop it. And go do something about them bags under your eyes. I am sick of seeing you walking around here like you ain't getting no rest. Now, shit, they got $1,000 creams at fucking Sephora that you can use to get them goddamn bags from under your eyes. Just looking like you dog tired. What the hell you been doing? Some fatal attraction shit going on here. Okay? Fatal attraction shit going on here. By the hair, there's a group in the smoke, and you can see JD's man bun and some of Dom's mullet. I am not trying to do all of that, Alexis, but I appreciate you for doing it. The corporate country suffered a loss, but a true boss and CEO takes every L as a lesson to be learned, and therefore she never loses. Bitch, she lost. She lost. She lost. Fuck ass Kiana lost. Okay. And then, and will continue to do so. Them hallways, child. I'm telling y'all, bring back shower scenes. I can't. Yo, Liv is doing the absolute most, and I'm over it. I remember it. Pleather bikini top. I don't care. Whatever is sexy to her or anybody else, please do that, because what she had on was not giving that. What she had on was, I was just about to get, I was coming from the gym, but I didn't have nothing else to put on. Or I work I got 2.5 kids at home and I'm an influencer and I've been online doing my content for the last 3 days. So I decided to show up at the store and try to entice this man right quick with some goddamn, and she love a good stretchy boot, honey. She love a good stretchy pointy toe boot. And that's what she give. And I'm cool with that. But I'm just saying, if you're going to be a seductress, right? If you are seducing, okay, there's an art to it. There's a finesse to it, babe. All right. All I'm saying is, get you something that's a part of your aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, the gear you wear is more revealing than the shit you had on today. Okay. And I'm just like, girl, who is you seducing? If this is what it takes for Dominic Mysterio to go over to your side and to give you some of Dom's D, then bitch, he the weakest motherfucker in the team, if you ask me. Okay. Weakest motherfucker in the team. I would never. If I was seduce you, I'm finna put all my shit out there. Not for everybody to see, but I damn sure would have opened up that vest like, everything the light touches is your kingdom, bitch. Yes. That's how I would have done it. But shit, I guess puffy bags under your eyes and all, bitch. Live your best life. Some leather and lace, you know what Dom like. Do something. Sephora go suck the soul out of her. Child, she ain't been in there in ages, so shit. What the fuck? She been up in that room doing who knows what. I ain't got nothing to do with that. None of my business. Not a loss, a slight stumble. It is a loss, babe. A loss. A L. She is a loser. Period. Exclamation points. A stumble into the lost category. Period. It's like the fan fiction, everyone fucking in the hallway, showers, and locker rooms. But that was real shit back in the day in high school, though, Alexis, and you fucking know it. Everybody knows that that's how it went down. Okay, you was either out there in them streets, living your best life in high school, or you was one of the hidden girls. And unfortunately for me, I was one of the hidden girls. Okay, so. That's all I'm gonna say, because somebody I went to high school with is in here and he don't need to know my business. He my brother, but he don't need to know my business. I'm not telling nobody who it was, because y'all need to mind your fucking business. Okay. Liv's gear be more revealing. Don't it? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna do it, then don't half step. That's all I'm saying. Stop half stepping. We all remember the dental floss gear that got put in the game. Thank you. Thank you. You know they got zombies working in there. Shut up, Marcel. Nobody asked you to say nothing. You mind your goddamn business. Anyways. Ooh, The Hidden Girl sounds like one of them YA fiction books they finna sweep the nation. Baby, you know it's a good story to write. That's a good story to write, The Hidden Girls. And you could do many books in the book, okay? You could do the chubby one, the nerd, you know, the dark emo girl. I'm just saying. Y'all better not steal my idea and then go write it and go make some money, because I come after you hoes. I am petty, okay? Shut up, Marcel. Anyway, bring back the ex-Tina dirty gear. Said, that would make sense. I mean, anything other than what we got in terms of that motherfucking Fabletics, goddamn Lululemon looking shit that she had on today. I was just like, girl, who is you seducing because this is not a sexual eruption, okay? Anyway, let me get out of here. We finna brainstorm later. Period, Rico. The back offices was crazy. Shut up, Marcel. Shut up. Shut up. I'm gonna write it, period. Get into it, Rico. Get into it. She said the gear set is inside, thrown in a corner. Okay, well, she probably got it on. Next week, I think she will step her game up. I'm waiting for her to act if I can't have you, nobody will crazy. I just want her because I'm just saying, Gabriel, if you gonna be a seductress, then do it right. Mandy Rose might have been a lot of things, but one thing she did very well was being a seductress. She did that very well. She did that very well at being a cunty bitch, as Rico would say. She did that extremely well. She knew how to use her power of femininity to her strength. She did it absolutely well, even when she was not trying. Even when she didn't try, Mandy did it. It was easy for her. I don't know what it is with Liv. It might be, that Liv is just a little bit on the dorky side, a little bit too far removed outside of that part. But girl, study the greats, girl. I mean, come on. You got plenty of film, plenty of footage. Hut 1, Hut 2, bitch. Okay? My God. She didn't even have to show nothing. Just unzip the vest and have Dom's eyes go wide or something. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's it. Skims. You know what, Don? The Skims actually would have worked because she would have looked like she was naked because they have it colored by the skin. Don might be on to something with the Skims. You might be on to something. Make sure your nipples poking out and shit. That kind of stuff. Make it a little bit. Give a little peekaboo. I see you, bitch. What it is? Okay, let's get off of that because we'll be on this shit all day. Okay? Let me take her down because we'll be talking about this all day. If she really fuck him, cosplay as Bria. Ew. Ain't that weird, Alexis? Wouldn't that be weird? That's weird. I'm gonna do several phone calls with Tiff where we brainstorm and then we're gonna come up with an alias and make back several phone calls, sir. Like Dom's type, and you come in here dressed like you just come from yoga. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Step your game up. She need to watch them old WWF videos. Exactly. Several phone calls is wild. It definitely is. Hey, Nicole. I was just talking about you earlier when it came to the Wyatts. I already talked about them earlier. So I'm sorry you missed it, babe. But I had to make sure I sent reinforcements in the group chat to check on you because I knew you was going to be a little emotional seeing all of that stuff. And I had to make sure you was all right. Liv cannot deny what she is, and that is a girl that says bro. I mean, you can be sexy and do that. You can be sexy and say bro. That's not hard. Give us Alicia Fox an edge type shit. Well, if I'm being completely honest, Alicia Fox was not a sexy vixen during that time at all. Okay. But what she was playing up the role very well. Okay. Give us Crystal. Okay. Give us Sable. Okay. You gotta study your history. Okay. You are a part of an era where being sexy was a massive advantage. Okay. Tori Wilson did it without really doing much effort. You got girls like Kelly who did it. Okay. The girls that was over on WWE in the Divas era, they had to do some things they did not want to do. Okay, but I'm just saying, for the sake of the story and how you want things to look and go. I ain't saying you got to be a full-on whore, but I'm saying you got to show a little bit. You got to give them a little bit. You got to give us the illusion that you out here really about that life. You feel me? Give the illusion. I think one of the people in the comments, I don't know if it was Danny Harris or if it was Cassandra. I can't remember which one of y'all. But they was like, you could have just opened up the coat and just made Dom's eyes go wide. You know what I'm saying? But then too, you know, Damien made her take it off. You know what I'm saying? He made her take it off, which I feel like if she would have had on a tasteful, little nasty two-piece black lace, she could have took it off and been like, okay, if you don't want me to wear it, I'll just take it off. And then I'd be like, bye, Daddy's arm. That sounds gross saying it out loud. Jesus. My chesticles. Oh my God. That was nasty. I got a nasty taste in my mouth, child. Oh my Lord. That's gross. Anyway. And wasn't she wearing like a sports bra underneath? Like, I'm like, girl, yes, it was black. And she had on like the black biker like shorts. You know? Alexis, yes, she need to come dressed like a Rhea came out. Like Rhea came out to her theme and everything just to mess with him. I would not do that. I would not do that. I would not do that. Like full Fatale Attraction, get an outfit like Rhea, do her makeup, get a wig. That is weird. I would be weirded out by that. Okay, you was okay? Very good. I just wanted to make sure you was good. As a girl who says, bro, you can be sexy, okay? A little more work, but it can be done. Thank you. Thank you, Alexis. Absolutely. Okay? I'll say bro and spin on the dick at the same time. This is wild. Yo. I'm trying to get through these comments. I'm trying so hard. But Nicole is on some bullshit. That's some wild shit. Oh my God, if she do the pasties, bitch. Stacy Keebler, that's another one. Sable. I'm telling you, just study your history. Hell, even Miss Elizabeth tore her dress off and showed red undies, and that was shocking back then. I mean, I'm just saying, there's an art to it. There's levels to it, and her ass is just not it. Trisha Christian. You know what story I liked with Trish Stratus when it was like love story? It was her and Jeff Hardy. I always thought that they were so cute together. And I was like, I know y'all done banged in the East and banged in the West at some point. I know y'all have. I know y'all did it. I know y'all did it at one point. I do. I just know you did. But I loved them together. I thought they were so cute. And he liked her so much on TV and she liked him. And I was like, oh, I love it. Love is love. And I even said, does she have anything under there? Like, oh, it just take a little bit. Candace Michelle is a good one. That's a good one. She already wrestles in brawl style tops. I mean, I'm just saying. Aren't y'all glad y'all took me in? Look at the mess I caused. You are a hot mess. As Cardi said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this ring. Follow me. Okay. Y'all gotta stop. Okay, we gotta move on. We have to move on. Okay? We have to move on. All right, let's get to Chad. Chaddingtons. Chatty Chad. Chadster. The Chad. He's down on his luck. Back against the wind. Trying to make it, no way to win. Chad is he going through it. He gonna need a lot of prayer and a lot of love, okay? But apparently none of that love is coming from his family. So Chad took his ass to Adam and said, Adam, listen, you saw what happened. You saw the reason why I lost, and honestly, I didn't deserve that, okay? I didn't deserve none of that, okay? So here's what we should do. You know, we should talk about what we gonna do to get me back in title contingency. And Adam said, Chad, you done had multiple opportunities at this title, opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And I mean, I would think that you would want to work to earn that opportunity. So I'm sorry, but you're at the back of the line, babe, and you're gonna have to work your way back up to possibly challenge for that title another day. And Chad was like, okay, great. I'm ready to get that ball rolling. Let's get that started right now. Let's go. So Adam says, you know what? I got the perfect opponent for you. Don't you worry. And who was that opponent but none other than the bully crusher himself, Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman came out there and laid waste to Chad Gable in front of his so-called students. And well, instead of Chad taking some self-reflection, like another person who we'll be talking about today, and taking accountability for his own actions of being a loser, he decided to take all his insecurities and frustration out on all his people. He decided to go after Akira Tozawa first, going after him, pushing him down, smacking him in the face, just physically abusing the man on national television. It was not a beautiful thing. I can be honest. I don't like any type of abuse whatsoever. And sometimes the abuse storylines are a little bit triggering for me. But in this case, I don't like when men are emasculated in any kind of way, whether it be by another man or a woman. I really don't like when a woman emasculates a man. That really irks my soul. I don't like that. But I understand that sometimes life imitates art or art imitates life. We'll put it that way. Sir, Maxine got tired of it and she stood in front of Gable and was just like, no more. You're going to stop doing this. Gable, being the bully that he is, snatches Maxine's crutch from her and leaves her with one leg and tells her and Akira to get the hell out of his ring. Now, in the midst of him doing all of that, he's pushing Akira Tozawa to the ground, and Otis lost it. Otis ripped off his Alpha Academy shirt, pushed Gable to the ground, and he just went berserk. He got his brother and his sister out of there and walked into the back. Now, a couple segments go by, and we come across Gable, Otis, and Akira and Maxine again. And Otis is packing his shit. Maxine got her shit in a Louis bag, bitch. In a carry-on Louis bag. You better show up and out. Okay? Maxine's outfit was cute today, too, by the way. Anyway, Chad back there, come back there like, we need to regroup. What the hell are you doing? You guys don't walk out on me. We're family, blah, blah. He's like, wait, where are you guys going? What's going on? He was like, we're leaving. Otis was like, we're leaving. He was like, wait, you can't leave. We're family. Like, what are you talking about? You're leaving. Where are you going? He's like, we're done. We're done. Stick a fork in us. We're done. We're done. We're done. Bye-bye, Gable. You and your Napoleon complex are all on your own, bitch. You're all on your own. Everybody walked away. Everybody. I was like, oh, finally it happened to me. Right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. I was like, yes, finally. Now, Gable was all in his feelings, hollering like, you're nothing without me. This was a family. You ruined the family. Having his Napoleon moment. And then he came to a revelation. I'm going to win Money in the Bank, and I'm going to become world champion. And I was like, well, motherfucker, if you couldn't become an Intercontinental Champion after 5 title shots, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? Oh, I had to go past it because it pissed me off, y'all. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? He has 5 tries. After 5 times, you could not be champion. Your ass decides that... It's obviously the belt. The belt's the problem. It's cursed. It's cursed. So I have to go after a new belt. That's how that'll fix everything. Sure. Whatever makes you happy, babe. Whatever puts you in the right frame of mind. Yeah, whatever works for you. Sure. Melina's another one. Melina's a good one. This needs to be one of those pictures that says moments before disaster. I just took out my trash and I saw fucking fireflies. I have not seen any this summer yet. I know Alexa said she saw a bunch of them in her backyard too. We see you, Bray. We see you. Okay, sing the song from Medea Go to Jail. Play. Chad don't, yes. Yeah, in a minute. Chad done lost all of his friends and got jumped in the same night. Like, damn, yeah, that's crucial. Hold on, y'all. I gotta give my nephew his medicine.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desire.
All right, y'all. Let me get through these comments right quick, okay? Chad is going to recruit the Creed brothers. He always talking to them behind the scenes. I thought so too. But he should have recruited the Creed brothers and dumped Otis and them a long time ago. But that was just me. That's how I would have done it. And that's how I also would have brought up, but I would move Chad and have him recruit the Creed brothers over on SmackDown. Because I feel like once Bloodline 2.0 gets into their thing, the time that Chad Gable has on Monday Night Raw, he's not going to have anymore now that Uncle Howdy and them is there. I feel like on SmackDown, he would have a better fit. He can probably maneuver better on SmackDown. I think he should go to SmackDown and take the Creed brothers with him. Hit me in my feelings, y'all. I clenched my pearls when Braun threw that man like that into Gable. Child. Maxine was more revealing than Liv, and was. But her sexy was tasteful. That's a tasteful sexy right there. It was cute. And sis was oiled the fuck up, period, as she should. I ain't finna be dry when I come out there. And it's Texas. They was in Corpus Christi. Hell, you talking about being dry? The fuck? Remy! He said, woo! Otis's chest was perched. It's the perch for me. Thank you. Did you put it on for him?
Mm-hmm.
It's the perch for me. Oh, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all should go over to oh my gosh, I had it on my phone. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because I'm so bad with names and I apologize so much. But let me go back. Because I didn't even see it. And my friend Alexis ended up sending it to me. Go over to Jessica Lahore's YouTube page and go over there and you'll see an interview with Remy D. And Remy D is an indie wrestler. And I love them. I love them so much. Okay, because they's my peoples. And I'm always going to keep it riding for my peoples. But go over there and go listen. Jessica Lahore is a drag queen. And she's over there. And then she's talking to Remy. And they're having a nice conversation. And it's a fun convo. They got a nice little position game they play at the end, which I like. That was fun. The whole conversation was dope, and Remy say some really cool things on there that you can learn about them. So go over there and go watch it. Okay, I'll make sure if I can find the video or I'll plug it a little bit better in my next live. But yeah, go over there. Okay, what's wrong? Here, put this away. Any hoosies. I promise y'all I'm almost finished. I'll be ranting and raving, child. Okay. I'm probably disturbing my dad anyway. But I'm almost finished, y'all. Just toss the stuff over here. All right. So Alexis was on the phone with Daryl, and when that was happening, and I was just like, they're getting divorced. He's taking the kids.
Oh God.
Otis was like that. Otis was like that, was a warning bitch. He built a monster, but now he's got to deal with it. Total Frankenstein storyline, period. Man becomes obsessed with something that binds him until it blows up in his face and has to deal with what he created. Well, speaking of dealing what we created, we're going to get into Drew McIntyre in a minute. No, don't cry. Forgot about the cereal.
No, just haven't down there yet.
Because you gotta take that sauce back down there and the cucumbers. All right. Yeah, he is one of the best on the indies right now. He wrestles for Rocky Mountain Pro. Okay, so y'all want to watch him, you can watch him over there on their YouTube channel, I believe. He said, "Nah, I'm just a janitor. I clean." No, you do not. Such lies. It's right here, babe. The cucumbers. Okay. Can you please send me the music choices, please? Tyreek, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, babe? What music choices? I thought Creed Brothers was coming out at Clash of the Castle. We all did, babe. We all did. By Napoleon. Napoleon is gone. To quote the great Seth Rollins, Gable, bye-bye, bitch. That's funny. I miss him so much. Oh, I know, babes. I know. That's why I had to make sure they checked on you, girl, because I knew that was going to be a lot. That was going to be a little rough for Nicole. And I had to make sure. I said, somebody go check on Nicole, please. Well, make sure she is all right. Okay. So since we're talking about creating monsters, let's talk about Drew McIntyre, shall we? Yes. Well, Drew thought he had it in the bag. He was at Clash the Castle in front of his own Scotsman, living his best life, and then he suffered a fate that I told him was going to happen. One thing I have said is that you never prey on another man's downfall. It will always come back to bite. And it did. You see, Drew McIntyre thought he had it in the bag against Damian Priest this past Saturday at Clash the Castle. But when CM Punk decided to don a referee shirt and come out there and personally take away Drew McIntyre's probably last time at being champion for a little bit, babes, this not only killed Drew McIntyre, he was absolutely irate. He went after everybody, the referees, cussing folks out. He even hemmed up Corey. Poor Corey got caught in the crossfire. Well, tonight Drew McIntyre came out there and he said absolutely nothing. He came out there and said, I quit. Fuck this company. I quit. And of course, Triple H is like, the fuck going on, bro? Like, what are you doing? And his ass was like, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. It's clear what y'all want. I'm not it. I'm out. I can't do this no more. I'm done. I'm leaving. And Adam was trying to talk to him, calm him down. He said, come to my office. We can discuss this. Like, I need you to stay calm. He said, I am calm, Adam. I am calm. I'm leaving. I'm done with this. I quit. And Drew, you couldn't have put it in a cup so it didn't get soggy on me.
I just brought.
A paper cup, babe, is all I wanted the milk in. That's all I was asking.
It's not gonna get that soggy from me coming up here from down there.
I'm talking about while I'm sitting here talking. I'm not talking about you bringing it to me, babe. Drew deactivated his Twitter completely. So, in the event of the kayfabe, he most definitely is selling it. Now, I don't know exactly what this means, but I know that Friday, CM Punk is going to be in Chicago because he decided showing up to Monday Night Raw was not what he wanted to do this week. He was like, I think I'm going to go to my home, to my place. I'm going to go to my home. I'm going to go rest my eyes there. And that's what he did. So, I can't imagine that Drew McIntyre is just going to let this shit slide. I just can't. Something in my brain says, you're trying to play us. And, well, I think that he is, most definitely. So I 100% think that CM Punk and Drew McIntyre aren't over, and eventually these two are going to meet in the ring and battle it out once again. Oh, I got all of that from a lo-fi channel, which I can post if that's what you want, but I got it from a lo-fi channel. Why Drew Chess be sitting up there like that? Cause as much as Drew get on my nerves, that man is fine. And he be working. I think his IG is gone too. Oh, yes, he shut down all of his social media. IG, Twitter, TikTok, all of it. It's all deactivated. I don't know. He might not be on SmackDown Friday. CM Punk definitely gonna be boasting. Let's talk about these qualifier matches for Money in the Bank. So the girls had it out today. It was EO, fuck ass Kiana, Zelina Vega. Like I told y'all earlier, Liv Morgan cost Vega her shot at the Money in the Bank, and EO Sky has qualified for Money in the Bank. Okay, now moving into the men were the last to have their qualifying match. It was at the end, right before Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six have debuted. But before that, we got a little tussle. You see, Sammy came out there and announced that he was done with Chad Gable and his bullshit, but he was hoping that the Alpha Academy members get their stuff together and pull themselves away from Gable and really go into a new direction for themselves. He said he realized that he couldn't force them to leave. They have to know when it's time to leave on their own, just like he had to know, and just like Jey Uso had to know when it was time to leave, and they'll figure it out, is basically what he said. And then the orange Oompa Loompa bitch, Braun Breaker, came out there and decided that he wanted to stake his claim to Sami Zayn's Intercontinental Championship. But hold up, they don't love me like I love you. Slow down. Because Sheamus was like, bitch, I've been chasing this motherfucking title for my entire career. It is the one title in this company that has eluded me and kept me from being solidifying my name in the books as a Grand Slam champion. Well, Braun Breaker was like, bitch, don't nobody want to see you wrestle. Don't nobody care about you. We never did and we never will. Okay? And of course, hold up, y'all. Hold tight.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't desired.
I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
Rolling 80 wheels in a safety. Gotta roll over T, gotta give and release. Spread your legs downtown, so I'm going out to eat. Hit the raw sounds when the rock, I be with me. I'ma roll on the forever, let her roll on me. Split this one down the middle, wake up in harmony.
A clap.
So, Brian Breaker and Sheamus was going at it, and Sammy was standing there, and he was like, you know what? Y'all handle it however y'all need to handle it, but it look like y'all got some shit y'all got to work out. So I'm going to go to Pierce, make sure y'all work this shit out, and then whoever win between the two of y'all, I see y'all whenever that happens. I see y'all later. These niggas had their match. The match ended in a DQ because fucking Ludwig came out there and attacked Sheamus. Now, during this attack, not only did Ludwig get the drop on Sheamus, but so did Braun Breaker. He ends up spearing Sheamus. Sheamus took a hard spear. Okay. Ludwig thought he was going to go around there and mess up Sheamus's leg like he did Giovanni Vinci. But fucking Breaker ran around like he was on the gridiron and took out Ludwig too. Then he decided to go and taunt Sammy and push Sammy in the corner. Sammy was going ballistic. They had Sammy corralled around like he was the one who was the aggressor when the whole time it was fucking Brian Breaker. There was no bodies on Brian Breaker like they were on Sammy, okay? So it was crazy to me. I'm like, Brian is the problem. Usually in these scenarios, Brian is the problem. Why do y'all always let him go out and do these types of things knowing that he is problematic? Y'all know this nigga, I would never be rewarding his bad behavior. Absolutely not. He wouldn't have got no opportunities fucking with me. I don't care what you're talking about. You can call me all types of pussies and bitches and everything else. I'm a pussy with this championship. I can tell you that. A championship you can't have until I agree to have a match with you with your bitch eyes. The fuck? I would never. Never in a day. Okay. Mind games. Drew signed a new contract. He going to do the Matt Hardy. Gabriel, as much as I would like to believe that he is actually leaving, I'm well aware that he signed a contract, an extended contract to be in the E. I'm fully aware that what he's doing is probably a tactic. But sometimes it is okay to just live in kayfabe and enjoy the story as it unfolds. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. Ryan speared the hell out of Ludwig and enjoyed it. Well, sure. Facts. Wyatt family got Gunther. Check the group chat. What? Damn. I didn't even notice that was Gunther back there. That's crazy. Anywhoosies, let's get to the final match of the night. We did see a match between Damage Control and the Disco Twins. Lyra came out there, with them to aid them and everything, but I'm be honest with you, I don't care enough about that match. I do care about what EO told them. She said, y'all need to change or I'm going to change for y'all because I'm not living like this. Because they lost that match to the Disco Twins, okay? They lost it. Now, this is another Money in the Bank qualifier match, and it was Finn versus Jay versus Ray, which is quite the mix of people in this match. But I will say that it was a stellar match. It was actually really, really good. I truly and thoroughly enjoyed myself in this match. So kudos to you guys for putting on a banger. Ultimately, though, Jay Uso was able to hit his splash and get the pin after Finn hit the coup de grace. And of course, Ray was attacked by his son and the rest of Judgment Day. Braun Strowman ran them out of the arena, and Rey Mysterio, Finn, and Ray finished out the show. And that was that. And then we got the Wyatt family. The Wyatt family debuted and showed everybody that they are coming to take over, and it is going to be a very interesting time. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is Monday Night Raw. Jay Uso has qualified for Money in the Bank. Congratulations to Jay. This is going to be his first Money in the Bank match that he's ever been in. And then we have Io Sky, a former Money in the Bank winner, who has also qualified for the match. Now, next week, we're going to get another triple threat qualifier with Bronson, Chad, and Braun. And then we're going to have Lyra, Shayna, and Kairi Sane. We also got to see the new tag team champions, and of course, Shayna and Zoe staked their claim to their titles and basically was like, you know, I made Jade tap. The ref didn't see it, but whatever. You're champion, blah, blah, blah. I was like, girl, you the one who got pinned, though. The silence is deafening. Okay. So we're moving on. There are some qualifying matches that are happening on Friday as well, but I didn't get to catch the infographics for those. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But what we do know is that Money in the Bank is going to feature a very big match, ladies and gentlemen. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. El Campeón Damian Priest will defend his title against the former champion Seth freaking Rollins, and that's going to be a fun time. But I got some tea that I need y'all to know. Now, y'all know WWE used to have a PLE called Bad Blood back in the day, and it definitely was one of the fun PLEs, like Unforgiven, No Mercy, Vengeance, them kind of PLEs, right? Well, it seems that Uncle Trip might be bringing this PLE back. Okay, and instead of having Hell in the Cell as the PLE for, around the October days, they want to bring back Bad Blood. And in this particular PLE is where we will see the Hell in the Cell match. So my mind is telling me that Drew McIntyre is going to take some time off for just a little bit, and then he's going to pop back up and cost CM Punk something. And then the boys are going to have it out in a Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. It's happening. I booked it. I'm manifesting it right now. It's happening, babes. It's happening. But yes, they are bringing back Bad Blood. At least that's the rumor. Okay? That's the rumor. I want to make sure I let y'all know that is a rumor. They haven't confirmed it, but I got it from WrestleOps, who also reported it from PW Insider. And usually PW Insider is pretty spot on when it comes to these things. But we will wait and see, y'all, because it's going to be a fun time if they bring back PLEs like Bad Blood, okay? Ooh, y'all remember Insurrection? Yes. And St. Valentine's Day Massacre? Ooh. The PLEs used to PLE, honey. Okay. But anyways, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow after NXT. We're going to talk about Kaylani going up against Michin. And there is a 6-woman tag team match that is happening on NXT with Lash Legend, Jakara, Roxanne, Lola Vice, and JC Jane and her influencer looking bitch friend. I don't know, Jasmine. Is that her name, Jasmine? The Pele kick? Yeah, her. They all supposed to be in this match together tomorrow. And they supposed to be competing in the tag team format. Some other matches are supposed to go down, but it's NXT, bitch. Okay, and we got the 25-man battle royal tomorrow, and they say that anybody could pop up. I'm just curious as to who gonna show up. Now, this past Friday, Tatum Paxley went up against Jordan Grace for her championship, and it was a pretty decent match. Tatum didn't get that big of a pop in TNA, but she did perform exceptionally well in that match, and I will say Tatum is a budding star. She will be great if given the time to get herself together. So I can't wait, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow After NXT, we gonna talk and scream some more. And thank y'all for coming through. All of y'all that came through to talk to me and rant and rave about wrestling, child. It's a fun time. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and we gonna go live right after NXT, so you can come right back here after NXT.